Hello, children. Welcome you all for 10th standard English class. When you see this picture, what comes to your mind, children? Yes, the story of a woodcutter. And what quality did he possess? Exactly. He was an honest woodcutter. Even though the god had offered him with gold and silver axe, he did not accept it. He was honest enough to take his own wooden axe. In this picture, we can find that the small girl was honest enough to return back the amount which had fallen from the bag of the elderly person. So it is good enough to be truthful what we do and say. Honesty is the best policy. It is a well known proverb, children. Are you aware of it? Yes. It is better to be honest to ourselves as well as to others, isn't it? Everyone know about this great personality. Yes, it is none other than Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who is also called as the father of our nation. Human beings perform many acts in their day-to-day life. Some may be good, some may be bad. So, we'll know about the lesson what is moral action, which has been written by M.K. Gandhi in today's class. Before beginning with the lesson, first we'll know about the author. Open your textbook, page number 84, children. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, to the millions of Indians, Mahatma Gandhi was the greatest of contemporary Indians and certainly one of the great men of all times. He was the mightiest force in the Indian political scene for nearly half a century and remained the profoundest influence on all areas of public life. His method of non-violence and truth won freedom for India without bloodshed and demonstrated to the modern man how love is more powerful than nuclear bombs. Proper to the man's ideals, Gandhiji's life and work are an open book. Gandhiji wrote and spoke tirelessly, using his characteristic charm and simplicity, for which his autobiography is the finest example. Take out page number 73. I'll be beginning with the lesson What is Moral Action, written by M.K. Gandhi. Please follow as I read. When can it be said that a particular action is moral? In asking this question, the intention is not to contrast moral with the immoral actions, but to consider many of our everyday actions against which nothing can be said from this conventional standpoint and with some regard as moral. Most of our actions are probably non moral. They do not necessarily involve morality. For the most part, we act according to the prevailing conventions. Such conventional behavior is often necessary. If no such rules are observed, anarchy would be the result, and social intercourse would come to an end. Still, the mere observance of custom and usage cannot properly be called morality. In the beginning of the lesson, the author puts us a question that when an action can be called as a moral action. So when we think like what action has to be considered as a moral action, we should know what is moral. Moral is an act which is concerned with the principles of right and wrong behavior. Second line, the author says it is not to contrast moral with the immoral action. So first we'll know what do we mean by contrast. Contrast is to know the fact of comparing two or more things in order to show the differences between the acts which are being performed. Now we'll know what is immoral act. An act which cannot be considered to be good or honest by most of the people is called as an immoral act. The author in the third line asks us to consider many of our everyday actions against which nothing can be said from the conventional standpoint and with some regard as moral. So, what is conventional? Following what is traditional or the way something has been done for a long time is called as an conventional act. The author here clearly says us that those actions which does not involve morality are called as non-moral actions. The author says that for the most part we act according to the prevailing conventions. Such conventional behavior is often necessary. If no such rules are observed, anarchy would be the result. Living in a democratic, secular society wherein we follow our own customs and traditions. But at the same time, we follow the rules and regulations which are framed by the government, by which we are able to lead a peaceful life in the society. Imagine if no such rules and regulations were observed, anarchy would be the result. So, what do we mean by anarchy? Anarchy is a situation in a country or an organization in which there is no government, no order or control, which leads to chaos and confusion. So, the author says that just by observing the customs and usages only cannot be called as morality. There are more meanings for morality, which we will be learning in the next class. Assignment of the day. First one, what is moral action? Second, what is non moral action? Thank you, children.